feel in our hearts as we reach for the ceiling. They all just frowned and shook their heads. I nodded with a smile and took their bets. Came out on top and they all on the losing end. Nothing turned out how they thought it really should have been. And I ought to thank them for real. Gave me the fire, they turned me to steel. If love is war, life is a battlefield. Headed for the sky, wonder how that'll feel. Ready to be living it, making dividends. Winning is a goal and I know that I'm getting it. My rise to the top is getting imminent. Waiting on the challengers, go ahead and send them in. This song's for the winners, never giving up, never giving in when life gets tough. This song's for the soldiers, never call it quits. Live for the challenge, they can never get enough of this. Song's for the winners, never giving up, never giving in when life gets tough. This song's for the soldiers, never call it quits. Live for the challenge, they can never get enough of this. I can see the sun's rays and they're parting the clouds. My path is so clear and I'm walking it now. I think all the haters are starting to doubt why they hated in the first place. It's hard to figure out where all of that came from. It's a shame, son, could have come along, but you're digging your grave, so
let's work. Yo, it's go time, showtime, never backing down time. One shot, yo, make it count, yo. Crunch time, shine time, make this moment my time. Get a grip, yo, ready, set, go. We bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. Let's work. Bring the thunder. Let's go. Bring the thunder. Let's work. Bring the thunder. Let's go. Yeah, it's my time, yo time. Step into the spotlight. Get lit, yo. Let yourself go. Our time, high time. Gotta go big time. This is it, yo. Never take no fight time. Grind time. Take it to the street time. Turn the roof off. Get loco. Game time, win time. We gon' bring it home time. No regrets now. Let it all go. We bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. Let's work. Bring the thunder.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mountain Bears. I'm Aeson tonight, and of course with me tonight is my co-host with the most, that's my runner to the Wally world, techy-ish.
Oh, hi.
Him.
Hey, we didn't do bad. Like, I mean...
No cops were called, because apparently I don't need to go bond you out.
No, I mean, like... The Walmart app, guys. Let me just talk to you about the Walmart app. I ordered 2 items. One of them was unfulfillable. They sent me the notification my order is ready. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, well, what's unavailable? And it's like, oh, okay, it's not the most important item in the order. Awesome.
Right.
Like, it's the item we can work around. And this canopy and lights, okay? They don't have the lights. So I go, okay, fine, tell him, you know, in between calls. And I'm like, well, let me go ahead and run up there before the show because I had 30 minutes. And our Walmart is like 6 minutes away. And I will do that. And so I go to hit the check-in, you know, the little link. Or you know, in the app, try to hit check in, and it tells me the order is stuck in preparing. They've sent me your order is available for curbside, or is ready for curbside pickup, and yeah, the app can't get it, and I'm just like, I have to fight with customer service. Great. So I didn't really fight with customer service. It was like, I'm on my way to the store, figure it out.
Right.
Like, that's all I gave them. Like, here's my phone number. Like, I'm done. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Brenda. But I got there and the people in the store were awesome. And because I ended up like telling them what happened. Because they started to tell me you have one item unavailable, and I'm like, I know. Your app totally glitched on that. They're just like, yeah, like, shocker. But they were awesome. They were great. Like, the people were great. The app, it's like, oh my God, can we please get out of agile development before we destroy the world?
Well, sure, but not with Walmart. Their goal, and it is literally written in their boardroom, is we are to be on the cutting edge of technology.
Well, you're getting cut.
Yeah.
Like, getting cut a lot.
Right.
So, yeah. So that happened. And so here we are.
Yeah.
Like, I literally pulled in, ran to the bathroom, sat down at the desk, and we went live.
Yes.
Like, that's how that went. That was great.
Yeah.
But I got to check off 2 to-do items off my list right before the show started.
Exactly. Don't you love being able to check those off? You checked off one this morning. I pulled a post-it now down.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but are you making them reusable at least? Because, like, we do that one every month.
I'm not at that thought in theory yet.
Oh, okay. And before anyone asks, it's not sex. It's next month's astrology.
Yes.
Like, I have to put all those images together.
Yes. We are bringing back...
Spoiler alert, there is one retrograde next month.
Yes. And it shouldn't be so bad.
It's not bad. Oh, Shannon says, my coworker asked me how I could keep on task at work, and I was I make a list of what I got to do and get a giddy feeling from marking shit off my list.
Uh-huh.
True.
This conversation is off my to-do list now. Thank you.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. Plus, does anyone else, though, is it just me? Do you have to go back and just, like, add stuff to the list and then check it off? Because you forgot to add it to the list, and you really do want to keep track of, like, what you are doing in a day.
Yes,
like,
that can be very problematic.
Yeah, I've started adding things that are like, that was a task list item I didn't know I had.
Mm-hmm.
Like, woo! Like, if it takes up 20 minutes of my time, my God, I am marking it off.
If it takes more than 3 minutes, it becomes either a task list item or an item that gets marked off because I took care of it beforehand. GTO method.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. So apparently I left my cigarettes in the car.
That's okay. Grab a pack. It's right over there on the left of you.
Yeah.
Down. There you go.
Yeah.
See, I don't embrace chaos. I rule it. There's a lovely book out there called Rule the World from Your Couch. And I love this book.
Okay.
Not as much as I love More Love, Less Conflict.
Okay.
So on to our story. One of our stories tonight.
Hey, meanwhile, I embrace chaos all the time. Hi, Chaos. How's it going tonight?
Yes, thank you. Oh, you've got 3 teenagers? There's a lot of drama, okay? See, 3 teenagers, you should be able to eat off your floors. Dinner should be prepared for you by the time you get home from work, and you should never have to touch a laundry basket. Otherwise, they wouldn't have power, electric, and a cell phone.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Meanwhile, out of a friend of ours' teen. I'm sorry. I'm not going to name names. If you're watching this, though, however, I'm sorry. I've laughed all damn day. So a friend of ours, bless their heart, told their teenager that, they were broke. In the sense of, I don't care what the fuck you want right now. I'm broke. I don't got it. Just, like, you're not getting it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting money out of me. So they proceeded to go to school, and on their lunch break, they have let this person's parents know they're broke. They have let their cousins know they're broke. They have let everybody know that they are broke. So, of course, this starts some questions coming in of, like, is everything okay? Are you all right? Like, I hear you're having some money problems. And I am just, like, part of me is like, that is fucking hilarious. And part of me is like, oh my God, the nightmare this child has created.
Well, see, the other thing is this child has a job.
Yes.
This child can buy his own things.
Yes. Unfortunately, this child has a girlfriend. And apparently she thinks his job is to buy her things.
No.
Oh, Shannon, it's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, my God. Can your child still move their mouth around all the duct tape?
Depending on the amount of duct tape. Now, please remember, if you do put duct tape across the mouth, you must cover the mouth with something first because the lip tissue is very, very finite. It is highly recommended that you use a dirty sock because that seems to also stuff the orifice to keep it from moving. Just saying, a week to 2 week gym sock works lovely.
A pair of dirty socks, but yeah. Oh, it was just one of those moments where I was just like, part of me likes the resourcefulness. Like, encountered a problem, find a solution. Got it. Like,
which is different. I have to say it's different.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
so what's the number one rule in my house?
Well, see, now the first thing that went through my mind were those shirts and like, you know, signs and stuff. Is if mom says no, call grandma. And I was just like, this kid paid attention.
Right.
That's where the laughing started for me. It was like, I applaud your resourcefulness. You're gonna die, but I applaud your resourcefulness.
Now, what's my number one rule in the house?
I don't know. Don't call grandma.
No, you can call my grandmother all you want. The one living will probably answer the phone and talk to you because she likes you. The one dead, you don't have to call her. All you have to do is go talk to the mirror and it'll get handled. No, the other one that we recently had to reissue and explain.
Okay.
About my kitchen.
Oh, yeah. You don't like anyone in your kitchen.
No, I don't like anyone cooking in my kitchen. I don't like anyone in the kitchen when I'm cooking. You will get directed by wand or knife or wooden spoon. All three are projectiles to my hand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, so you located the cigarettes for me. Now the magic question is, can you float a lighter to me?
Can I float a lighter to you? No, but I can take you off screen and you can go to the gravy boat and get the matches out of it.
Woo!
They're on top of the china cabinet.
I'm not the china cabinet. What? Okay, fine.
Okay. So the FDA, there's a reason for this. One, I hate people fucking up where I got shit in the kitchen. Two, I already have my menu plan. If you go in there and fuck around, you're going to use an ingredient you don't need to use and fuck up something that I'm planning. And then three, it's because problems like the FDA is having. The FDA is having this lovely issue currently with, they had to put out a warning because TikTokers are being stupid again. All right, for those that do not know, you can take Dr. Pepper and make a lovely cold medicine out of it by boiling it. Well, some bright-eyed cook on TikTok decided they would use NyQuil on chicken. Let me reiterate, NyQuil and chickens do not go together. Furthermore, do not cook down a cough medicine because it only makes it stronger.
But is it called Robacluckin?
No, it's called Sleepy Chicken.
They had an awesome opportunity there with Robacluckin.
But they're using NyQuil, not Robitussin.
I know, but still.
But at the same time, I'm like, have you lost? Now, granted, I do love a good chopped night recipe. And what I mean by chopped night recipe is what's in the cabinets? Let's see what we can make.
a little more
Well, that
spicy
didn't
in
turn
our
out
house.
what I expected. Let me see what I can make out of it. However, let me reiterate. I may joke about making salads here. I may joke about poisoning people here, just for the hell of it. Do not cook NyQuil with your chicken, nor bleach, nor ammonia. There is no need to do that any longer.
I survived well off of my grandmother and her cap full of bleach to defrost chicken.
Kept in salmonella.
No, she used to do that. I thought that was a thing. I had to be told later. No, 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 no. You don't ever know. Don't know how anyone got this was a good idea, but no, like she would take this big bowl and put her frozen chicken in it, and she would put a cap full of bleach in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wonder any of us survived.
Right.
Like I have eaten so much bleach, I'm sure. Like she
Well,
raised her chicken. Her chicken was horrible. Just let's like start there.
Well,
My
of course,
grandmother
because
could
it's
not
been
cook
bleached,
chicken.
so it has no flavor.
Yeah, but you know, so
Right.
it's not like we really ate a lot of it, like a lot over time.
Right.
But like, so I figure, you know, I basically had the equivalent of like, I don't know, a couple swimming pools of chicken. You know, of the chlorine.
But, you know, it's like, oh, can we just not? Can we just not?
Yeah, well, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Next, they'll have the Rosemary Challenge.
Oh, please, let's go for something more normal.
Well,
Like
it's better than the Cinnamon
challenge.
Challenge.
Do what now?
It's better than the Cinnamon Challenge.
Hey, I'm cool with Cinnamon Challenge at this point. Like, screw that. It's not the Tide Pod Challenge.
It's the equivalent of it, just ruining some damn good chicken.
No. I don't mean this chicken shit. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean the Cinnamon Challenge. It's better than the Tide Pod Challenge.
Right.
Like, good Lord.
Right.
I don't know. I don't get it. Like I think there was a mastermind group of people that are just like, let's thin the gene pool a little. Like let's knock a few out. Let's throw in some chlorine.
Again, it's like, come on. Yes, this can cause you to die. It can cause you to overdose. It can shut down your liver, your kidneys. Yes, this is poisonous and multiple levels of poisonous. Hello,
Hey,
Devin, darling. How are you?
But yeah, no, this is the bad ideas, guys.
Yep.
Bad ideas. Like, no.
So apparently there was a fire at the Beckley Tour Plaza.
There was a what?
There was a grease fire at the Beckley Travel Plaza.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. It started in Burger King, and firefighters said the flames got into the ceiling and traveled to the ceiling of the Travel Plaza, but did not break through the roof. This is a grease fire. Surprise, Burger King kitchen. In process, spread through the roof into some of the roof. Did create a little bit more damage, but the fire suppression system was able to put it out, says Parkway Executive Director Jeff Miller. Firefighters from 5 departments, from 4 of Raleigh County and 1 of Fayette County, of course, that's Oak Hill Fire, responded to the scene and had it under control within 40 minutes. So if you're traveling through West Virginia, you're going to have limited services.
Oh, for like 5 minutes, and you can just go up to the Tamarack that's just above it and get real food, and they have bathrooms too. No trucker showers, but
the fuel station next to the Travel Plaza remains open. Tamarack, just above the travel station, is also open. The full facility, we think, can be open by sometime next week.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the Beckley Travel Plaza, along with the Bluestone Travel Plaza in Mercer County, are scheduled to be rebuilt next year, and plans have been recently approved by the Parkways. Miller says the fire would have no impact on those plans. February 1st is official closure date of these facilities, and I don't think this is going to affect anything or require any more permanent closures until that time.
All right.
Yeah.
So they did spell out it was Burger King.
Yes, it was Burger King. Burger King caught grease fire.
Oh, come on, Burger King.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like both travel plazas, I'm kind of happy to hear that the Princeton one's being rebuilt.
Yes.
Like God, that one's old. That one's really old.
Mm-hmm.
Or it feels really old. Like I guess that's more of my problem with it.
Right.
Though I get afraid when they go to rebuild them anymore because, like,
well, I really wish they would bring back the full restaurant to them, because I remember when the Travel Plaza and had like a full restaurant to it.
Well, I think their idea has been that there's like, generally speaking, they're mostly close to other businesses.
Right.
Anymore. Like, they didn't start out that way. That's how they ended up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember when the one in Princeton was just off by itself. Like, you had like 3 dining choices, and none of them were quick, easy, or drive-through.
Right.
You know, like the one in Princeton, there was a Chinese restaurant.
Right.
Wow, no, I actually remember when that was the only thing that would have been close there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was only one restaurant nearby, and that was a Chinese restaurant, and that one was built before that.
Right. I remember I believe it was Tom Getter or something like that.
What?
The restaurant down right there at the PAX one.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah. I also hope they bring back the picnic areas.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like, and actually, like, one, I hope it's not going to be hideous. Like, I would love to see the plans.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not hideous, because I'm sorry, is anyone else done with this like weird, funky pyramid, like Colosseum thing that they keep doing? Like, am I the only one that's done with that? Like, ugh. There are some ugly travel plazas.
Right.
I will say that West Virginia, like, we have some ugly travel plazas.
Well, it's because they've been so commercialized by these little crappy. It's like, I don't know. It feels like a strip mall stuck on the side of an interstate.
It's literally, it looks like well, and it makes sense if you think about it. I think they're using or employing a lot of the same companies to run the travel plazas that they use for airports. Like, you're lucky there's not a Hudson News.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they fought hard for a bar.
Right. Hey, I can see use of that. Especially with some of the people driving.
Oh, true. Like, I can't say I haven't been on our roads and had a few moments where it's like, I need a drink.
A few times I've been the passenger, I've been, can we stop somewhere? I need a White Russian on the rocks.
Well, there's that. I will say the night I was coming back and had an Amazon, and it was pouring rain. It was just a nasty, horrible night. And like, we had that Amazon truck just barreling down on us. And I'm like, dude, we're going to get hit.
Right.
Like, that's the only thing left. I can't go any faster.
Right.
Like, and there's nowhere for me to go to just let him by. Like, we were bumper to bumper in this rain.
Right.
And it's like, we're going to get hit.
Right.
Like, it was crazy.
Right.
Like, because I think that was, a 70-mile-per-hour stretch of road?
Right.
And I was doing like 80 in a rainstorm.
at most because you were comfortable.
Do what?
You were doing 80 at most because you were comfortable. Like you were doing 80 instead of like the normal 95 it feels like you're doing in a car.
I do not do any more. Like, I might do 1 or 2 over the speed limit. I do not fly.
Right.
Not since that interaction with Officer D.W. Pruitt in the state of Virginia.
Well, what about in the state of North Carolina?
No, I was fine down there.
Uh-huh.
Like, there you have to do 85 to survive.
Right.
Like, there's no option. Like, it's cute they post those little speed limit signs. Like, that's just darling.
Right.
We're all glad to know what the speed limit's supposed to be when it snows. That's the only time you have time to read the speed limit sign.
Right.
Usually.
Usually. All right. So you've got some news in your private box.
Oh, yes. So, all right. So National Security Risk Review of material Trump kept at Mar-a-Lago resumes after appeals court ruling. So intelligence officials have resumed their national security risk review of top secret documents that were seized at former President Donald Trump's Florida estate, according to a spokesperson for the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. The resumption, which has not been previously reported, comes after a federal appeals court delivered the Justice Department a decisive win, unanimously blocking elements of a lower court ruling that forced federal prosecutors to seek a pause in the highly anticipated intelligence review.
Mm-hmm.
In consultation with the Department of Justice, ODNI is resuming the classification review of relevant materials and assessment of the potential risk to national security that would result from the disclosure of the relevant documents, an ODNI spokesperson said. The intelligence community's assessment of national security risks stemming from Trump's possession of the classified materials has 2 tracks as laid out by Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines in a letter to congressional committee leaders last month. The first review centers on the classification levels of the seized documents, and the second examines the national security fallout if the materials were improperly disclosed.
Oh, they were.
Yeah. Well, both reviews have ramped back up.
Mm-hmm. Because it was cleared. I cannot wait to see what New York Attorney General does in the civil suit that was announced. And the FBI, like the FBI, don't play with you. Like we've seen that out of the Master General. We have seen that out of the federal prosecutors, and the FBI ain't playing games either. National security, even though it's been compromised, they ain't playing.
Yeah.
They just ain't playing. So it's been a bad week in Oompa Loompa land. A lot of judges are deciding against them. Grand Malister said
Like
today,
they
either
do.
put up or shut up.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much.
All right, guys, we're going to take our 30-minute break at the half hour, and we will be right back.
Hi, I'm Dottie the Psychic, and I'm sure you're wondering why I'm not wearing any makeup. Well, one reason is to irritate my social media manager, Aeson Knight. Hi, Aeson. The other reason is because I like to get to the naked truth about what it means to be a neurodivergent LGBT person with psychic abilities. I've got vlogs, blogs, and podcasts and videos all related to trying to live my best life and helping witches and bitches do the same thing. So, you can check all that out and get a reading from Dottie the Psychic at DOTTIEthepsychic.com. Safe travel and much profit to you.
Do you have a cute pet? We know you do. Each week, Tracy Vann chooses from submitted photos a featured reader for her Facebook page and provides a tarot reading. Your adorable pet cat, dog, rabbit, goat, chicken, snake, or more could be her next featured reader. Visit TracyVann.com, TracyVann.com, and click Featured Reader to submit. We look forward to seeing your pet next.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and I am here to tell you how to get in contact with me and a little bit about what I do. I am the high priestess that works with shadow work to help you grow and heal, and I work with access bars, Reiki, I do power forms. I'm recently getting into crystal healing, sound therapy as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, that is LadyGwendolynHealing.com. Book your appointment with me. I do in person, I do over the phone, I do over Zoom. We can do that as well. My main goal is to help you grow and heal, because I've been there, I'm still going through it, and I let my strength help guide you. See you soon.
Hey everybody, Natalie here from The Pendulum's Path. If you are in need of guidance, direction, spiritual connection, healing, or more, you have come to the right place. I have worked as a psychic and a medium for over 3 years, connecting people from all over the world with their loved ones, giving them insight and guidance into their current situations, their past healings, their blockages, and what they need to know in order for them to have a better future. It would be my absolute honor if you would come to my website at www.thependulumspath.com. Visit my shop. I have a whole bunch of crystals, oils, balms, mystery boxes, and more. And visit my services. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute sessions. I also have email readings available if you're not comfortable with the one-on-one session with me, or if you just want to try me out. I encourage you to come visit me at the Pendulum's Path, and let's get you back on the right track today.
All right, and welcome back. Now, as you know, we are very sex positive here. However, apparently, it's not so much at NBC.
Oh no, that article. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, that's one take on it.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, you know, you Spectrum subscribers might want to give Spectrum a call.
Absolutely.
Um,
Well, in New York, of all places, you would have thought there would have been a little more.
well, at the same time, it's like, really, you're a cam model, you were a cam model. What's it matter at this point?
You know?
I mean, he's cute. Apparently, he's packing. But it's like, come on now. What the hell? New York One, you should do better. New York One, really?
Yeah, so this is from Rolling Stone. The title is, quote, "He's exhilarated by the overwhelming support." New York One meteorologist plans next steps after leaked nudes. A rep for Eric Adami says that his fans aren't scandalized by the weatherman's behavior. Quote, "It's kind of a yawn and an eye roll for younger people."
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, beloved New York weather reporter was fired from his position after an anonymous individual sent nude photographs of him to his employers and mother. Eric Adami, a Spectrum News New York One meteorologist, said the photos were taken from consensual encounters, but apologized nonetheless for any embarrassment or humiliation caused to his former employers, coworkers, friends, and family. Yeah.
Well, and here's what gets me, and will continue to get me, is who cares? Like, does it affect him predicting a hurricane in that tight blue suit? No? Then shut up and leave him alone.
I mean, like, I remember when there was a time that, like, the hint of scandal was enough to ruin careers, but fuck day, we survived a Trump presidency, and there were more than hints of scandals.
There were evidence of scandals. Okay.
Yeah, and like I'm just kind of having
And we
this
have had a
moment.
porn star as a first lady. Now we got a weatherman that does a little bit of cam modeling, becoming an issue. Really, people, get a clue.
I mean, I really just I'm struggling with this one. Like, what were they thinking?
Well,
Because I mean, more like my biggest problem is with New York One,
mhm,
the station, for doing this, and it's I know that there are still people with contracts in the world, and hell, even I had one that involved the phrase moral turpitude
mhm,
um as a fireable offense.
right,
Typically stations are typically employers in general, like forget news stations, but I mean, if you're involved in a situation that is, grossly considered inappropriate,
mhm,
like if you're doing something with a child, we can all grossly say that no, we object to that.
right,
That's going to create a lot of problems for you and your network
right,
if you keep him on.
right.
Consensual sex, like where's the scandal? Like there's nude photos.
Yeah, this is revenge porn, people.
Yeah.
This is revenge porn. They sent it to his mother and his employer. This is revenge porn. If this was a female anchor, would she have been fired?
Well, and if this wasn't gay sex,
Yeah,
that's fundamentally where everyone else is at with it.
right,
Is like this is bullshit.
right.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just no.
yeah.
It's garbage.
So, if you're a Spectrum customer, because we do have Spectrum in the area, if you're not Spectrum or they would have gotten a year 4 from me, be sure. Be sure to give them a call and let them know what they're spending your money for.
Well, now are those both the same Spectrum?
Yes,
Spectrum News and Spectrum.
yes. Spectrum
Okay.
Communications.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it was the same company.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, they're owned by Charter Communications through its acquisition of Time Warner Cable in 2016.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is ridiculous. This is insane. I hope he goes on, lines up another meteorologist job. Or, honey, you already figured out how to make the real money. Get back to making the real money.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more so I hope he sues the hell
Yeah.
for wrongful termination.
Yeah. Well, currently he's suing to have the name of the person that sent it turned over to him so he can prosecute them for revenge porn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
He got an offer.
Well, I'm down with that.
3 days ago, he got an offer for $250K.
I mean, not bad. I'm just curious where his career was financially before this. Like I'm sorry, $250K in New York doesn't sound like a lot to me.
No. But $250K to be anywhere?
Oh, $250K to be anywhere. Like you could, if you choose that.
Yeah.
Like very carefully, though. I mean, again, what was the likelihood he ends up, in the future on, a daytime anchor spot? I mean, like, how much did this harm his career is my question.
Right. I don't think it harmed.
And it sounds like he's pretty well loved.
And now he's having to field offers.
Yeah, which is nice. Nice.
I
don't know. I think any way it slices, I hope we see more of him.
Right.
Well, he's cute.
He is cute. I don't care. He can go read a phone book somewhere. Sorry, he does good news reporting. I've watched them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, hopefully I mean, jokes aside, I'm sorry, I think that's one of those things you just have to embrace and joke with.
Well, I think that it's not something you have to embrace and joke with. I think it's something very serious. I hope he gets triple his salary in a position that he loves, in a place that he loves to be at. And
I'm not saying what someone did to him wasn't serious. I'm saying that like the genie's out of the bottle.
mm-hmm.
Like the photos are going to be out there. You can
Mm-hmm.
sit there and try to be angry about it forever.
Right.
Or you can embrace it and joke with it and just, hi.
And it is illegal
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah,
the state of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Penal
New
Code
York has
24515
revenge
does have a revengeful and civil damages for the abuser.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he takes them all the way through it.
Yep.
Yep, because these are screenshots. These are not like dick pics that he sent out. These were screenshots. This was a live video. That, of course, he was being paid for. That's what he was making. I hope it was a good fee. If not, then he needs to get a better agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll also be interesting to hear why someone did this.
Yeah.
Like once he figures out who,
Mm-hmm.
to then start working out the why.
Yeah. Well, you know why. He's cute and he's employable.
Well, but is it more than that?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, is it more than that? Is
Right.
is this like, because right now, yes, it's going to fall under a revenge porn statute, but it's like, who are you?
Right.
Who did this? Who knew enough to know?
Right.
Where to be and what to do and what to record. Like, I'm assuming that you don't like start your career on this cam site
Right.
as, hi, I am New York One weatherman.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know you're going to accidentally, like, invariably someone is going to stumble across him and make the connection.
Right.
I get that part. But it's like, this sounds more.
Right.
Like, how did you know his mother's address?
Exactly.
Why do you know his mother's address? I would think that would be something that would be pretty private.
Right.
But okay.
Mm-hmm.
Again, and that's a lot of distance to go. And
Right.
it's like, so that screams of like really ticked off ex.
Right. That screams ticked off X, ticked off rejected one. Again, I hope he sues their pants off.
Or it screams horrible mental health problem.
Right.
Because now that does happen. That's actually a concern, like whether you're on a webcam site or not.
Right.
For news reporters, is that you end up with fans that, can sometimes be out there. Like you can't control who watches you on the nightly news.
No.
And there are cases of people, stalking cases of people who seriously, legitimately thought they were in a relationship with a news anchor or a weather person.
Well, honey, it's not even that. This is why I have, this is why we have certain security measures in place.
Mm-hmm.
For things, for different things. It's because it doesn't even take being on the nightly news. It takes being a psychic advisor. It takes being I'm sorry, there are people out there that will get linked on and think things of you. And, I'm God to some people. That's nice. No, I'm not. I'm just the messenger. But the dude, I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't think that he should have been fired. I think he should have said, look, do we need to raise your salary or why are you working a second job?
Well, that probably would have been a good question.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it may have just been something that he enjoyed doing.
Exactly.
And got paid for.
Right.
Like, earn that money.
Yes. Shake that coin bank.
Like, make the money while you can.
Right.
Like, it's 2022. I think we're all there, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if there's a way you can earn money that you can do and it's legal, go for it.
Right.
Like, I'm surprised at some of them.
Right.
Like, I still struggle with the one who sells her bathwater. I'm like, why is there a market for that? Like, I don't understand.
Right.
But okay, fine, whatever.
Yes. Well, thank you. We are appreciated.
Aw.
We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the support we get. We appreciate meeting people. Sometimes, guys, when you meet me, it takes me a moment to even figure, and I do mean figure out what type of, who you are, if I know you, where I know you from, because I've been in the public eye 32 years.
That's going up. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can sell a fart in a jar if you want.
Well, this is what, TikTok here
Oh,
recently, I've been seeing people get sent dirty underwear, and I'm like, really? Okay. Whatever.
I mean, I didn't. It's not like I haven't been watching Law and Order SVU for a number of decades and didn't know there were people out there.
Yes.
But it's just like, fucking bitches be buying houses off this shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like it's one of those things where, like, it's all that expensive.
No.
You know what I mean? Like they're not over here like, here's your $1 million for one set of pictures and a video.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your house, basically. Here's your
Right.
McMansion. No, this is like a lot of people
Right.
supplying money each month.
Right.
Like, that's a how I
Right.
did not know there were enough people.
Right.
Like, wow. So, anywho, that's just me. I like, things surprise me.
Right. I think it's just interesting, the things that our culture goes to and our culture comes to. And I'll be point blank honest. If this is a terminatable offense at a news network, y'all guys got it, and you guys can't even get people to cover the news. You can't get people in the job. Like, people are not going into journalism. They're starting their own YouTube channel. You guys are in damn trouble.
Yeah. Because at least if you run your own YouTube channel, you can also sell whatever else you want.
Right.
So, I mean, I think some take themselves seriously enough to be like, I don't want to get into that.
Right.
But there's some that are going to be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, second home in Maui.
Second home in Maui. Ooh, I feel like I need to take a trip to France for a month and do some shoots there. And I can go here and do this and go here and do that. I mean, if there's a market out there, there's a market. I mean, this guy just got offered $250K for a 4-movie deal.
Nice.
Yeah.
4 movies?
He turned it down publicly. Like, he's still trying to figure out what to do with this. But, I'm sorry. I will always be the type that let's get it going. Make that cash bank. It's like, it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, we have seen celebrity after celebrity get their eCloud leaked.
Yeah. Their iCloud. Yeah.
Their Google Drive cloud. Like, come on. This is now part of culture.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Can we just move past the bulk majority of what the words moral turpitude originally meant?
Well, can we?
I'm sorry, trying to rock that like it's 1987.
More than the 2 or 8 hours we work there.
I know, right? Like, could we just? I mean, there are some things I think I can totally understand why companies like, no, we can have no part of this.
Right.
Like, you molest children. I'm sorry, there's no way our company can weather this.
Right.
You know what? Like, there's no way.
Well, and I think that our moral ideas and moral thoughts have changed over the years. Now, I do want to get to this one story, so we're going to wrap this up, and I want to get to something I didn't think I would see happen.
All right.
I have a very sinister view on our government. uh,
Okay.
in general. And
Mhm.
I did not think that at any time in the future we would be seeing two gay men go at it. And I do mean go at it for an office.
Yes, so two politicians are facing off with each other in a political first. Two gay candidates face off in congressional, in congressional election.
Yeah.
New York's third congressional district will be represented by a gay man, regardless of who wins the general election. So yeah, I mean that's a lot going on. So in New York, two gay candidates, Democrat Robert Zimmerman and Republican George Santos, are running to fill the seat vacated by Democrat Tom Suozzi in New York's third congressional district. This will be the first time in U.S. history that two out LGBTQ congressional candidates are going head to head in a general election.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to have a conversation here. I never A, thought this would be possible, but B, can we get a hold of the Democratic caucus and have a conversation about the plastic surgeons they are using? Because, sorry, buddy boy, Robert, you have had some very bad chemical pills going on.
I don't want to hear it. Are you looking at the Photoshop retouch of George Santos?
I'm looking at George Santos's picture here and going, that one needs a better makeup artist. Like, he's painted for a funeral.
Oh, that is not painted for a funeral. That is a total Photoshop job. Like, that is, like, yeah, he looks way different in real life. Like, there's way better people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying he's unattractive. I'm just saying someone got real heavy-handed on Photoshop.
Very heavy-handed, because he's actually technically a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring this one to the air. Let me go to the site to get it.
So yeah, no. But no, there's like way better pictures of him. And like, yeah, I don't know what they were trying. Hey, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Like, but yeah, that was like too far, guys, too far.
Okay, you see the picture in the article. Comparative to this picture.
Yeah, that was the same one that came up for me. And it's like, yeah, no. Go back to the other one though. Like, show the other one.
Getting there.
Like, yeah, like this is a decent picture. Like, you know, a little bit of cleanup. Like, you know, get the neck beard.
Right.
So this is George Santos. He's running for New York's third congressional district.
Yes, as a Republican. I am actually showing a Republican on my screen.
I know, right? But no, so the original picture in the article, though, I'm just sitting there going, dude, you let someone get way too heavy-handed with that.
This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Hot. Yeah. That is not even the same dude. Like, I want it corrected.
Like, yeah, that's a lot of Photoshop.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Upstate New York, 3rd District. Either way, you're getting the queen as into Congress. But our Democrat over here, now, honey, I don't know where he's gone.
Devin, we gotta get you on more. Oh, yeah. But so no, I'm just sitting there. My first reaction is, how much Photoshop is that?
Well, my first reaction was, my God, how much chemical peel is that?
Well, yeah, you're reacting to Zimmerman on the left, and I'm just like, and I'm going, okay, he's had some work done, whatever. He looks human, but you know, okay, fine. Talk to your, you know,
right.
Dermatologist and your facelift surgeon.
Right.
Whatever, your plastic surgeon is what I'm trying to say. But then I'm looking over at Santos's picture and I'm going, dear God, that's a lot of Photoshop. Like, that's not plastic surgery. That's not tremendous weight loss. That's not good makeup artist gone wrong. That is straight Photoshop. Like, there's just so much going on there. He has been airbrushed to hell. And then even his lip color has been retouched.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his eyebrows have been shaped. Like, all of him.
Like, they recreated him.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah. But anyway, let's go over and look at...
Anyway, sorry. So one way or another, upstate New York, you're getting one of these queens.
Yes.
As your next representative. God help you. Oh.
Yes. Airbrush
Photoshop
and
can be your
Photoshop.
friend.
Yeah.
Like, can we all just agree? Like, I'm not saying I've Photoshop picture or like retouch photos all the time.
Right.
I have a rule. I do not go past making anyone look like they would normally look on their very best day.
I would like them to at least look like the same damn person.
Right. Like, I will do things that I think you could do with like basic makeup.
Yeah.
Like, I will do some, like, I will fix a flyaway. I will fix, like, oh, your lipstick got a little runny. I will fix shit.
Right.
Because it helps people look their best. But
Right.
I'm not going that one next step and making, and I'll turn up some light for women of a certain age. I will turn up some highlight and help smooth some wrinkles out. You're not getting rid of all of them.
Right.
But I'll smooth them out a little bit, like you just had a really nice dermatology appointment.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going past that. I'm not gonna make you look like a whole other human.
Yeah. Like, I think he has a body double. Okay?
Yeah, really.
Okay, so we need to verify by fingerprints that we actually, if that Republican actually gets in, which it's not looking like it, hopefully we'll get we'll call him the daddy twink in there, a Democrat, so he'll vote right.
Daddy Democrat.
Yeah. In New York. But anyway, it's the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and take our top of the hour break, because then we're coming back for probably relationship advice and my favorite column. Are you an asshole?
Oh, goodness.
All right. Here we go, guys.
Welcome back, Goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month, in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service, or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I provide a blended reading consisting of mediumship, psychic, and tarot cards. A reading from me can cover any guidance you need, from relationships with your partner or your family, spiritual, financial, any questions you may need clarity on. If you would like to book an appointment with me, check out my website, tracyvann.com. That's TRACYVANN.com. I have bookings from 15 to 60 minutes you may choose from. That helps if you just have a quick question, need an answer, or if you're looking for a reading in more depth. I'm here to provide the guidance and clarity for you. Let's just figure it out. Bye.
Hi, Techie Joe here. I work with Aeson and some of the best psychics in West Virginia to create amazing live streams and podcasts for the Psychic Coffee Shop Network. Together, we brew up great content discussing news, events, hot topics, and more, all from a psychic perspective. On the Psychic Coffee Shop, we interview amazing authors in the metaphysical realm. Coffee and Tea combines Aeson with Tracy, Dottie, Natalie, or Lady Gwendolyn for the good and the bad of being a psychic. Shameless Self-Promotion with Dottie the Psychic talks to leading and emerging YouTubers and business owners in our community. Mountain Bears brings you the latest in LGBT news and politics. The Psychic That Plans answers the question of, well, how a psychic plans. Plus, we're live on air. We take your comments and your questions, including psychic advice questions. Check out our amazing programming, book an appointment with top psychics, and find out all the wonderful things we have to offer at pcsbnetwork.com today.
Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I provide tarot readings covering everything from love and relationships to your life questions and your most spiritual answers. And also, I provide a lot of guidance in finances and divorces and all those relationship problems. So, if you'd like to get a reading from me privately, not on air, you can feel free to do so by visiting aesonnight.com and booking your appointment. I also provide on-demand services, so if your life is a little chaotic, you can go ahead and click that Call Now button there on my site. Great for a quick answer question. All right, guys, back to the show. Enjoy. All right. You have that timed greatly. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do Devin's question, then we're going to move into the polyamory one.
All right. So Devin 32678 is the dark-haired press operator at work crushing on me. I like how you phrased that. That was great. Is the press operator crushing on you?
Yes. Like severely, yes. That's why he mumbles when you go around him and watches you. So that was kind of simple and obvious, but anyhow. So this one actually doesn't come from Reddit. This comes from a column called Ask Amy.
Oh.
Dear Amy, I am almost 50. I've been with my husband for 20 years. We are stable and very much in love. We have chosen to be polyamorous for the past 5 years. We didn't tell my parents and definitely did not tell the in-laws. But one Thanksgiving before the pandemic, I was going to have my partner of 1 year with me, Steve. So I told my parents. Mom didn't take it well. Steve and I have been together for 3 years now. He feels as permanent as my husband does. And by the way, Steve has no family himself to visit on the holidays. The pandemic solved the holiday dilemma for a couple of years, but it won't fly this year. Mom refuses to accept Steve. I refuse to leave Steve alone on major holidays. I've invited them to our home for Thanksgiving this year, where I get to decide who sits at the table. But what about Christmas? That's Mom's favorite holiday. She loves to decorate and host. I can't really do any of that. How do I handle it? We're not making out in front of her. We don't even hold hands or flirt. We just exist, and she refuses to have him in her home. I thought about staying at Mom's while my husband and partner get a hotel room nearby. Hubby doesn't like staying at my parents' and would jump at the chance, but Mom's feelings would be hurt, and at the end of the day, Steve would still be alone while we are at my mom's. I want to spend the holidays with my mom. She may not have many of them left, but I don't want to leave someone I love alone on the holidays. Tried talking to her about it, but she shuts down. I don't know what to do. Can you offer any guidance? 2 directions. I'll let you take Amy's advice, and then I'll give my own.
Oh, sorry. I'm missing the article. So 1 second. Let me grab that real quick. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, and dear 2 directions, the good thing about Christmas is that it really envelops a season with at least 2 good opportunities to gather, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Most families split things down the middle during the holidays, so if you want to be with your mom for Christmas dinner, then go there and enjoy yourself. Steve can either hang with your husband during the event, and my preference, go to the movies. If your husband chooses to hang behind with Steve and your mother doesn't like it, that is a consequence of all of the choices all of you are making. Your choice to bring a partner into your marriage, your mother's choice to reject him, and your husband's choice to skip your mother's dinner because he is aligning with Steve. You can tell her, my husband would have come, but we didn't want to leave Steve alone on Christmas.
All right. So,
I'm
Amy, I
there.
need to correct you. And this is a nice correction. I'll be nice about it. Bullshit. Here's my rule. Here's my ideas and my viewpoints of it.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's easy to solve. Mom, if Steve isn't coming to dinner, then I'm not coming to dinner. If you cannot accept my partners, then we won't be at your gathering. Enjoy. I'll be making turkey and potato salad.
Well, I don't know. I kind of get a little bit of it in terms of like if you're looking for strict compromise,
Mm-hmm.
is treat it is kind of where Amy's at, is treat it like a divorced family.
Mm-hmm.
And just someone has to, everyone's going to suffer.
Right.
Like no one's going to have one big giant Christmas. But I'm also the mindset that maybe Amy and you might have both jumped the gun here.
Uh-huh.
Because it sounds like with Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
there's an opportunity there that maybe
Mm-hmm.
if her mother shows,
Mm-hmm. I'll bet $20 she doesn't.
Well, that's possible. But if her mother shows, there's still an opportunity there that maybe her mother reconsiders.
Mm-hmm.
And goes, you know what, this isn't as crazy and insane as I thought it was, or whatever her mother is thinking. And goes, no, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Right.
It didn't really work with me in the beginning. I can follow it now.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It gives her a chance. But if she is still at December 1st, like, nope, Steve's not allowed in my house, fine, we won't be there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good with that as a final. But I do think Amy's is also a possibility there. Like, those are two forms of advice I think are pretty solid. And both of them kind of fall back to the same concept of, Mom, you're going to have consequences for this. You're not going to be able to run her life.
Right. I have always had this policy. I choose who isn't within my world. I do not have to accept disrespect, nor do I put up with it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that one.
Oh, and sorry, mother is being totally disrespectful.
Yes, in that one, yes.
All
right. So we've got Am I the Asshole?
Mm-hmm.
And I chose randomly because it had Polly in the title. And I went, what the hell? Let's see how this goes.
Right.
All right. So am I the asshole for refusing to apologize to my parents' poly partner? My 16 female parents, 36 each, became poly 4 years ago. They came to me and explained what it meant to be that, and they've been dating the same person, Madison, 27 female, for the past 3 years, and she moved in with us 2 years ago. She's overall an okay-ish person, but she's very much into being some kind of cool mom, which she will never be for me. My parents' relationship with Madison is very serious. Both of my families know her, and while not everyone accepts her as a real part of their marriage, they're okay with her too. For me, she's more like a roommate my parents love rather than a parent figure or someone I have to listen. My dad's okay with her trying to discipline me, but my mom is not. Well, 2 days ago, my boyfriend walked me home and I invited him to have a piece of cake since my mom's birthday was the day before and he couldn't come. He said yes, and we went inside, and that's honestly everything we did. Madison came an hour after, and we were still in the kitchen, eating and watching TikToks together. I had my head on his shoulder, and we were just chilling. She saw us and began to act very weird. She said hi and drank a glass of water, but after 10 minutes, she just stood there pretending to watch her phone. But it was pretty obvious she was watching us. My boyfriend felt uncomfortable and he said his goodbyes. When Madison and I were left alone, she approached me saying it wasn't okay for me being alone with a boy at 16 and she would appreciate I don't do it again. I was honestly shocked. My parents know my boyfriend pretty well, and more than that, they know me, and I would never betray their trust by doing something I'm not allowed, yet just because I was alone, she wanted to keep talking, but I cut her off and said that she had no right to try to give me the talk, and she wasn't my parent in any form to try to parent me or give me unsolicited advice. She said she was just trying to help me, but I said she better not. And any concern she had, she could talk to my real parents. And if they see fit, they will talk to me. But just because she was dating them both didn't make her mommy too. And I went to my room. This morning, while my dad drove me to school, he said Madison talked to both of them, and my mom decided she overstepped, but that he agreed with her and he would appreciate a heads up when my boyfriend and I are alone, and that if it was okay for me, I could apologize. But I said I didn't feel like it, and he said he was disappointed. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's worth stopping there because I'm reading on, and so there's a little bit more there, but it looks like that might be good after we decide.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I think that Madison overstepped.
Yeah, I'm there with that. I don't think anyone's quite the asshole, really. Maybe Madison a little for like trying too hard to be like mom number two.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's a real issue in poly that no one ever brings up, because it's sort of like this weird middle ground between like divorced step parent and not.
Right.
And it's like, so what? Like, what do you do with that?
Well, I think that it's the same thing that like we do at the house with the dogs, including your dog that's a little buggy right now. It's the responsibility, that child is responsible to the parents that she is custody of. Madison has no custody of that child.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You know.
But she lives there too.
But again, it should have gone to the parents and let it go from there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she overstepped. I don't think it was in the initial, like, hot whoop.
Yeah.
Like, I think anyone's going to have that.
Right. Now, like, what I think she should have done is joined in. If she's looking to build a bond with this child, then she needs to have more of an interaction with this child than as disciplinarian, or the fun mom, or the cool mom. How about the friend?
Yeah, let's start out friendly first. And we read another one a while back, not that long ago, but a while back that was like, you know, could you just start at friend?
Right.
Like, let's agree to let bygones be bygones. We'll start at friend.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see where it goes from there.
Right.
Like, if it escalates, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. That one was actually about someone whose bio dad wanted the stepmom, I believe, to be more of like a mom.
Right.
And neither the child nor the new spouse were like gangbusters on that idea. They were like, maybe no.
Right.
But yeah, it sounds like Madison's caught in a weird spot.
Right.
And I don't know, is she trying to be mom number two really? Or is she just like not sure what she's supposed to do?
Right.
Like, I could see that as a problem. Like, you come home, there's, you know, two dating 16-year-olds in the kitchen.
Right.
Alone together. I mean, but then again, one of the 16-year-old's parents are in a poly relationship.
Right.
I would think it would be a little more of a, I don't know, sex positive household.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just kind of like, yeah, she's
Right.
16. They do that.
Right.
You know, her body, her choices.
Right.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, there's not, you know, a lot we feel we should do.
Right.
Like, we're okay with the boyfriend. The boyfriend doesn't seem like a jackass.
Right.
Meh. All right. Here's where we are. It's kind of where I think her parents would be.
Right.
And it almost sounds like where they are, just dad's a little more, you know, like, okay, could you just tell me,
Right.
like, that y'all are going to be alone together, like, just so I know?
Right.
Now, the update was I talked to my parents. They're having a private discussion with Madison right now. So I came to Starbucks with my boyfriend. He's reading the responses. My mom said she'll call me to come home and we all can talk. But right now, she doesn't want me in the middle of the mess. So we're waiting for them. I'll give everyone an update at night, I suppose, when I finally talk to them again.
Right.
Oh, I'm looking for that update to see if that came.
I've looked for the comments and I'm not seeing an update. Of course, it's the normal bullshit.
Well, you know. Yeah, okay, so that was just a few hours ago.
Yeah.
So wow, this one's in
in.
development.
Yeah. Do I think that anybody here is truly an asshole?
No.
No. Do I think that there is an undisclosed grounds that needs to be covered? Yes.
Oh yeah. Like, and I mean, I will say, OP, like, try to give this a little bit more of a chance. Not necessarily to have mom number 2, but more so like it's part of the complication that inevitably occurs. Like, we have this, like, for whatever value it has, this idea of what it means to have 2 parents.
Right.
We kind of have this like general, like, we're still trying to sort out step parents. Like, no one's really clear on what those rules are.
Right.
And then you have poly.
Right.
And are you a parent? Do you sign on to that? When you enter a relationship with someone who has kids, do you sign on for the for poly parenting?
Right.
You know, following, you know, like, I don't know.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, and then, you know, here's the other discussion. Why is there not clear rules about, you know, where things are with the child and boyfriends being over? Why is there not clear, understandable little guidelines? Like, it's very clear that Vlad is not allowed to go on a car ride without his collar and leash on. You cannot just put him in the car. You could easily put him in the car.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think this was one of those things that came up and no one was ready for it, and then it's just like one more layer of complication. Like, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and if not an only child, at least the oldest child.
Right.
And like, they just entered uncharted territory, and it's like, what do we do? Do we care? Are we upset? Are we wait? We is now 3 people. Maybe
those long conversational discussions that occur that, you know, happen on Sundays around here. You know, it's kind of like recently we've tried to do family dinner with everybody in the household at a dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah. After a 1 o'clock dinner, and I'm talking 1 a.m.
Yeah.
We have made the executive decisions this morning, leaving one of the partners out because he was asleep, that will no longer be going on.
Yeah.
There will be dinner and supper.
Yeah, as long as the relationship has been going on, it looks like parenting roles would have been talked about. Well, it sounds like there might have been some of that conversation. It's just it kind of, I don't know. I think it was one of those, like, they touched it and ran away.
Well, I
Like,
don't
our
think we even.
14-year-old's cool. Run away.
Yeah,
Like, let's never talk about this again. It's awkward.
right. But I also do not like how they're handling it.
No.
It has to
Well,
be.
again, I think they got overexcited when the 14-year-old was like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
yeah,
You know, like, hi, can you take me to justice?
yeah.
You know, because I don't know what the hell you expect to, like, I don't know what kind of conversation you have with 14-year-old about the parents' polyamorous relationship.
Right.
And, like, how that would go. I can't.
Well, we've dealt with 14-year-olds.
What?
We've dealt with 14-year-olds.
Well, not 14-year-olds that live here.
No. But
Like,
it's the
I
same
know, like,
conversation.
yeah, I mean, other conversations, it's just like, oh, okay, things that occur in your house that are different than mine. All right, cool, whatever.
Right.
Versus, like, someone who lives in what's
Mhm.
going to become the situation,
Right.
and, like, hi, we're going to dump all of it on you.
Right.
And then, like, are you cool if she moves in?
Right.
It seems like a lot. It seems like she's processed it well. I'm
Right.
cool with that. I'm just like, I think they kind of went, okay, the 14-year-old's cool. Let's never talk about it again.
Right.
And it's like, okay, that's a little assholey. Like, you kind of walked yourself into this one.
Right. Okay, so this had occurred before, and they had already always sent text messages, but she didn't this time.
Oh.
Yeah, I went back and checked the responses. So apparently Madison wasn't included on the text messages before, and wasn't included to begin with.
Okay.
And she did not inform parents that boyfriend was there. Oh yeah.
Ooh. So there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of miscommunication going on.
Oh no. Welcome to Mercury in retrograde.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going swimmingly for you.
Right.
Oh.
You know.
Alrighty.
Right. Alrighty. So we've got a reading, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight.
All right. So Ashley, 82696. Am I staying with CVS until the end of the year?
Yeah. All right. So I feel like you stay with them at least to the end of the year. I also feel like you're going to be in a lot of detailed, heavy work. You got to remember, you are the magician, and you do have options. It's just your choice what to do with them.
To which Ashley just says, boo!
And it's your life. You're the one creating it.
Your reading just got booed.
And?
Fair enough.
Right.
Like, yeah. But alrighty.
Yep. Alrighty. So tomorrow night will be a new show on the network. If you're watching it from the Psychic Coffee Shop's page or the Psychic Coffee Shop YouTube page, Deb and I agree. Opportunities coming in the spring. You will notice a new show. It's called Saturday Readings Live, and that will be with our lovely Natalie McVickers. Please be sure to check that out. And then we will be doing Psychic of the Plans on Sunday, and we will be setting up October. And we will also be setting up Aeson's new purse planner.
Woot!
Woot. Both of them are at 8 o'clock. We are trying to hit for the 8 o'clock hour, so we hope you enjoy those. All right. Also, this Saturday is Psychic Saturday. It will be a preemptive Psychic Saturday, but be sure to be taking your bookings then. I will make sure it's set up, and we'll be sending out links everywhere.
Yes. Like, Hi.
Yep.
Book an appointment. Come on, guys.
All right, so we do want to talk about our lovely people that make this network possible, including the one that booed me.
Ooh. So yes, Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda Bryant, Ashley Boo Gist, and Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Dottie the Psychic, Tracy Van, Donna White, and the Laughing Tree Crow. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits that our baristas receive, please make sure to visit pcsbnetwork.com.
Yes, and you can also get book appointments there and all that fun stuff. So, guys, you have a magical night. We will see you Sunday. Enjoy Natalie tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.